We've solved by factorising and we've solved with the quadratic formula, but there is another way of solving a quadratic equation, and that is by completing the square, and that's what we're covering today. Completing the square is a clever way to get the x squared and the x term of a quadratic into a bracket. We have shown these terms graphically here. Let's chop the x term in half and try and make a square. You can see we almost have succeeded. Ignoring the top right gap, the equation of our square is x plus b over 2 squared. The gap has the equation of b over 2 squared. X squared plus bx can therefore be written as x plus b over 2 squared minus b over 2 squared. We're going to complete the square, and to do this we need the value of b. Now b is the coefficient or the number before the x term, and you can see here it's 10. To complete the square we use this formula which says we do x plus half of b squared take away half of b squared, or x plus half of 10 squared take away half of 10 squared. And that will be x plus 5 squared, take away 5 squared, and 5 squared is 25. So our answer will be x plus 5 squared, take away 25. In this question we're asked to solve by completing the square. We're going to start by completing the square. So we find our b value, which is the coefficient or number before the x, which is 6. And we do x minus 6 over 2 squared, take away half of 6 squared. We still have the take away 7 equals 0. Next we do 6 divided by 2, which is 3, so it would be x minus 3 squared. 3 squared is 9, so it would be take away 9, and then we've still got that take away 7 equals 0. Minus 9 take away 7 will be minus 16, and add that to both sides will give us x minus 3 squared equals 16. We're going to square root both sides. Now be really careful here. When you square root you get a positive and negative answer. So we're going to use our plus minus sign to show that we have a positive and a negative answer. Next we do square root of 16, which is 4, and we add 3 to both sides. So our answer is x equals 3 plus 4 and 3 minus 4. That's going to give us two answers of x equals 7, which is 3 plus 4, and x equals minus 1, which is 3 minus 4. In this question we're asked to solve by completing the square, and we've got an equals 0 there. So instead of having to factorise that 5 out, we can just divide all the terms in the equation by 5 to get that coefficient of the x squared term as 1. And then we just need to complete the square, so our b term is minus 4, so half of that will be 2. So it would be x minus 2 brackets squared minus 4, which is 2 squared. And then we've got that minus 28 over 5 at the end. Now we can collect the number terms together to get 48 over 5. And next we can add that to both sides because we are asked to solve. And you can see here we've got a squared that we need to get rid of. So we're going to square root both sides. So we've got x minus 2 equals plus minus the square root of 48 over 5. Now, I know that 48 over 5, using our surd knowledge, we can rationalise the denominator. That's the same as root 48 over root 5. Rationalise the denominator and simplify, and it can give us 2, because we've added the 2 to both sides, plus minus 4 root 15 over 5. And we know when there's a plus minus, there's a plus version and a minus version. And we can leave our answer as a surd. Pause the video now and have a go at these questions. When you're ready for the answers, press play. And if you know, write it in the comments below and let me know. And you can come to onmaths.com or click the link in the description where you can access all of our free GCSE papers and predictions, and you can even save your scores with a free account. This video is part of a larger GCSE course that you can follow along with at onmaths.com. Let's go through these questions.